The Miser and His Gold. Once upon a time there lived a miserly man whose greatest pleasure in life was to save his money and count it. Each day he would lock the door to his house, draw the blinds, and fetch the chest of gold coins from under his bed. His eyes would glint and gleam as he placed the money into piles and counted up the total. One day, as the man was counting the coins, an awful thought took hold of him. What if someone broke into his house one day while he was at the market? They would surely look under the bed and find his treasure. But the old miser could not think of a better hiding place. Then an idea came to him. "I know," he said to himself, "if there's not a better hiding place inside the house, perhaps outside the house would be safer." That night, under the cover of darkness, the man crept to his garden with a big spade. At the foot of the biggest tree, he dug a deep hole in which he placed his chest of gold. He covered the chest over with the earth and then he crept back inside, rubbing his hands with glee. From then on, every night the man would steal into his garden and dig up the chest. He would delight in counting the coins, then bury his treasure in the hole once more. The man thought he had been so clever, no one would come across it. However, little did the man know that on one particular night a robber was hiding in the tree. He saw everything, and of course, as soon as the miser had returned inside his house, the robber came down from the tree, dug up the treasure, and ran off with it. The next night, when the man came outside to gloat over his treasure, he was horrified to find nothing but the empty hole. He wailed and wept and tore at his hair and raised such an outcry that all his neighbours came running to see what had happened. Then the man owned up and told them about how he used to come and check on his gold. "Did you ever spend any of it?" asked one neighbour. "No," said the man, "I only counted it." "Then come back again and look at the hole," said the neighbour. "It will do you just as much good. If you don't use wealth and treasures, they may as well not exist."